Welcome, friends, to GMI Blockpaarty. Your Friday night show is kicking off here with myself, Hefe, and we got Nofuturistic in the studio with us. Back home now, comfy. Studio's looking good. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I am comfy. Feels good to be in my house, in my studio. So, yeah, doing well.
Awesome, man.
How are you?
Yeah, I've been doing good, man. We got the new branding from Soju. So first and foremost, shout out to Soju, who has been just killing it with the Block Party branding. I actually left up the 420 theme. I left it up from last weekend. I don't know. It just looks cool. So we're gonna keep it up there, and we also got the front page of like the Block Party logo all figured out too. So that's gonna be. We just gotta like rescale that so it looks like, so it fits the screen. But otherwise, looks amazing. He killed it. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen the logo recently. It looks great.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. I think there was another component that he showed me a while ago. I'll try and see if I can find it later. But I just love Soji's work. I'm actually a little bit bummed out this week. Because I totally missed out on his imposter raffles that I've been just talking up. I've been talking it up for 2 weeks while it's been out there. And he announced earlier in the week that he's doing a burn with the remaining editions. And so there was a really good chance this was going to become like a 10 edition set. And I didn't sleep. Like, I was paying attention too, man. I got my alarms and everything. But just I got caught up in something else. Some other stuff came up, and I just didn't think about it again. And I missed it. I missed it by like a couple hours. So that was a little bit, yeah. My Calm. So my Calm and smoke screens, they were actually able to buy one as Soju was burning them. Like, they saw the edition numbers going down live while they were trying to purchase their edition. Unfortunately, weren't able to, cop an extra edition for me. But, that's how it goes.
Dang. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just debating if I'm going to mint some of these. I've been minting all these Polygon NFTs. So I'm like thinking of what I want to grab, what I'm looking at,
Oh, yeah. What have you minted so far?
Well, I didn't mint this one, but I just purchased it, Alpha. Let me show you. I can show you it here. Yeah, there you go. So I bought this one. I've been watching this project since NFT NYC. There was a point where it was around 200 Matic. I bought this for 470. Yesterday it was at 339 Matic, this collection. So it just seems to be pumping and having a lot of energy. So I was like, let me grab it. 470 Matic isn't that much, but it's a pretty thin floor. So I was like, hey, let me get that. And then I picked up, I have a whole bunch of, I've been going degen in the Polygon NFTs. There are these Decentraland NFTs for Polygon, these Elite Punks picks, Polygon Monkeys.
You got some Pepe PPs. I see that.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Cold Lawless, I own all 5 of those. Symbiogenesis. I'm just basically buying everything Polygon. The Rokoru Assassins, Drill Club, which is actually pretty cool. Side Delve, which I met in NFT NYC,
Yeah.
and then just all these other. It's all like, if all of these are Polygon projects of various sorts, but because they're so cheap, I buy like 20, 30 of them and spend like, sometimes like 5 or 6 Matic. So it's been interesting.
So do you have like a specific thesis on this, or is this like a lottery ticket strategy where you just buy like 1,000 of them and just see? Sorry, what was that?
Spray and pray, baby. Spray and pray.
No, that's a strategy, dude. That is a strategy, and it works. So I'll ask you, out of your collection that you've got so far, do you see, like, which ones do you think are your most promising, NFTs?
I think it's this one, Alpha, because there's like a lot of buzz about this one in the Polygon community, and that's why I bought it today. Generally, I wouldn't spend this much on an NFT, but on a Polygon NFT is the first one I bought at that level. In terms of the other ones, Drill Club has a lot of like stuff happening on Twitter. I own Rec Dogs. Rec Dogs, right? Is it Rec Dogs? No, it's not Rec Dogs.
I thought it is Rec Dogs. Yeah.
With the Rec Dogs too. So those I'm pretty bullish on. I mean, once again, spray and pray. Who knows? Like I have 27 of these mighty Pepes. I'll show you them now. 27 of these because they were like 0.02 Matic. Right now they go for 5% of a Matic. So I bought 20 of them just because they're Pepes and they look kind of silly.
Those are cool. I like them.
Yeah. So yeah, I have 4 Rec Dogs. I have this one. I bought a 26 Matic. It went as high as like 140 Matic for this collection for the Polygon 8. So yeah, spray and pray. Just seeing Polygon's doing some crazy stuff. So trying to get in while it's it gives me early ETH vibes and early Solana vibes because there's a lot of people just starting to dip their toes into it. But like if you look at some of these projects, like there was one I bought today. It was this one, the monkey one. Where is it? Where is it? These two Polygon monkeys.
Yeah.
This thing at one point had like 600-700 sales like in an hour. So the activity was going nuts earlier, and it was just like pumping and pumping. So it was like, yeah, let's it seems like there's more liquidity on Polygon right now than on ETH mainnet.
Well, we can talk about it here in a bit, but there was a $1.4 trillion pension fund that just invested some of their assets and shown interest in Polygon. So, like, that's going to bring a lot of capital across. And, there's people like Google now partnering with Polygon with the infrastructure and backing that. So, it is, I think we are going to see a lot more capital coming onto Polygon. And so, it makes you think, though, man. Aavegotchi is one of the earliest NFT. Like, we keep saying that, but it's nothing less than true. Like, it's one of the first few NFT projects on this chain, and it's actually on chain. And so I really just keep thinking back to that. We are the Polygon punks, or the punks of Polygon. I think it's going to manifest at some point. We just don't know at what point.
Yeah, it's we're still pretty early if you think about it. All these new projects are coming out, all this new stuff is happening. Yeah, but we're the OGs. Like, it's interesting. I was in a Twitter space today, and then for Orium Game Night, we had Jordan from Polydoge on. He's part of the S Pepe, the team that launched S Pepe, and S Pepe, Saiyan Pepe, was launched by Polydoge and a whole bunch of OGs in Polygon, including Metaverse Sonny. But like talking to them, it's like, yeah, I'm an OG. I've been here 2 years. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've been here 2 years. Like, am I an OG? Like, we're that old in this ecosystem. Like, that's like, it's just interesting to think like that because it's only been 2 years. But Aavegotchi predates all of these projects. So it's cool to be like, kind of like, we walk in the room and we kind of have like a proof of OG, the POG.
I mean, each Aavegotchi has a proof of OG. Like, look at some of your oldest Aavegotchis. It shows you. I'm so glad we implemented that earlier on. It shows you the age of the Aavegotchi in blocks. And so you can be like, this guy's been around. Like, look at how many blocks the chain is. This Aavegotchi's been there for like 98% of those blocks has existed on that.
Yeah. It's just crazy. So I know we have a plan for today. We had like a little programming show run. So oops, opening the wrong thing. What's the first subject you want to talk about?
I'll throw this one up here. This kind of ties in with what we were just talking about, actually. So this is Google Cloud, and they just announced a Web3 presence. Actually, Aavegotchi tweeted about it.
I was kind of like, oh man, the Aavegotchi with the Google eyes was kind of fire. Like, that looked cool. You need something like that.
I mean, are you open to those kinds of partnerships with Aavegotchi? Like, if a Google straight up came to us and was like, yo, you got Haunt 3 coming out? We want a Google Gotchi.
I am a partnership lead, and I feel like that makes me like a biz dev flirt. Like, I want to link up with everybody. I'm loose, like, as a biz dev guy, because I think there's partnerships in everything. Like,
yes.
It might not be a direct, like, I can, there's, I like to think of it as a value add. There are ways to create value for next to nothing for both parties. Yes. How can we do that? So, like, hell yeah, I would want Google. That's a huge value add to have for Google. Sure. Yeah, come in. That would be really cool.
So yeah, I mean, this could be the start of that, right? So it looks like, Google is basically wants to, go deeper into Web3, and they're seeing Polygon as an avenue to do that, which is really cool. Like they looked at the whole, they looked at the whole ecosystem, and then they said Polygon. We're gonna start a Polygon, and then we're gonna work our way, in. And so, why do you think that is? Why do you think they chose Polygon instead of like Solana? Well, I know why not Solana, but maybe why not Hedera Hashgraph? Why not Algorand? Why not whatever? Pick your chain, Avalanche, Optimism, whatever. Why not one of those other ones? Why Polygon?
I mean, if they just, I mean, Google runs Google News, right? So Google
Yes.
News would have had earlier in the week that Franklin Templeton is coming to Polygon, which is huge. $1.4 trillion of assets coming on to, like they're going to use Polygon for their layer, like for doing what they're doing. Disney's here, Reddit's here, Starbucks is here. For Google, it's like it's an easy, there's a proof of like, I guess, proof of OG again, proof of like, like that this works when you have other big companies already here first. So this ecosystem's already kind of mature in that sense. Because what can Solana really say that they have? What can Algorand say that they have in terms of like enterprise businesses using their blockchain for settlement? I don't think anything, and I don't know anything on Algorand that's even close to being the size of Ernst and Young or Franklin Templeton. So I think it's an easy one for Google because it's just like, keep it simple, stupid. These
Yeah.
guys who are like all like, oh crap, these guys have deep pockets too, and they're coming here. This has to mean that, there's something here. At least I would like to think.
Yeah, I was just thinking about this during the call. Like a lot of the things you're saying are very true. This is it to me feels like a paradigm shift. It's kind of like Google wants to stay relevant. They are like that parent that has grown up. They see this younger version of what they could have been. It's not them. It's not what they do. They didn't distance themselves from their branding or what they've done so well so far, which is it's great. But like if they want to continue staying relevant, they have to keep making partnerships like that. That goes back to what you were saying, is like partnerships create value from where there could have been no value in the first place. And like for them, they're totally seeing it that way. They're looking at this as a value play, as like, hey, we're not gonna, like you said, hey, we're not gonna go in there and try and do what they're doing. They're killing it at what they're doing. We're gonna go there first. So they started this multi-year partnership with Polygon, and so I think that involves their ZK EVM, the SuperNets, the Polygon POS chain. They have like a support program for developers. It's gonna be, Google has big money, so I'm kind of curious to see what comes up out of this.
Yeah. Also, like what the time frame for development of whatever they're going to develop will be, because they're just announcing it today. I wonder how fast we move, because like you said, there is big money involved, and with big money you can shift things into gear a lot faster than when there isn't big money. So it'll be interesting to see the developments from here.
Absolutely. There's one more kind of interesting point here in this article. They want to start funding credits, like giving Web2 Google credits to developers who are building on Polygon. And I know that has been a big barrier for people developing their dApps. It's like you could be in a third world country and build a great Web3 dApp because it just happens to be that a lot of the products to build Web3, uh, a lot of the Web3 tools to build products are free because we're early. And so you can do that. As soon as you get into the Web 2 world and you start looking at APIs and using different stores like the Apple Store and all that, that's when you start accruing fees. And if you don't have credits to pay for those fees, it makes it really, it's almost like a huge barrier to launching your incredible dApp. So the fact that Google's coming up in here and saying, I'll give you $200,000 in credits if you can build something worthy enough to be, for example, hosted at the Google Play Store, right? So I think these are the sorts of partnerships we might, or opportunities for partnerships we might start to see.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the I guess that ramp up to onboarding normies.
We're close, man. We're close.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
So I was about to hop into the Gotchiverse here in a bit. What's been with you lately in the Gotchiverse? Have you been spending time in there? I see you got the Orium game nights. Oh, we got T-Bird in the house.
Yeah. Trying to get him on.
Welcome.
Yeah, there we go. Live from Consensus. Hey, buddy,
Nice.
unmute yourself.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Got you, gang.
Actually, Hefe, will you be able to? Oh, Bobcat, will we be able
What
to
up?
hear them on the stream? Because they're in
Yeah,
the Discord.
I believe we should be able to hear them just fine, just as if just as if we're here
What's up,
hearing them
y'all?
right now.
Nice. What's up? I love that
Yo.
poster. That's epic. Is that printed or is that looks like like it's
It's printed on like badass poster paper. I mean, these things are like gonna be
legit.
they're really legit.
yeah.
So I've been trying to post them up around Austin, get some pictures with them like up on the graffiti walls. There's amazing murals and art here. Lost Local and I have been doing the Blockchain Alliance booth. Y'all can check them out on Twitter. Let me see if I can post a link. We were there every morning from 9 until about 1:30, working the booth, doing demos on Aavegotchi, and like, man, talking with people from Google, people from Unity, people from like, dude, everywhere. Like so many game designers and builders. I think it's like there's a lot different vibe in East Denver, but definitely very positive. I'm glad we came. I wish there was more of us. Like we could have. I'm really think we need to move on getting like a or quarterly like events.
Yeah, the impact we can make there, like just from what you've seen so far, I think there's a lot of potential.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the link for the Blockchain Game Alliance. Y'all can follow them. That'd be awesome. They were supporters of us. There's a girl there, Maud, and Fabian. They're from France. They came in and they were just like super fun to work with and helpful. And Shill Aavegotchi and represent a bunch of other blockchains. Like Bert is on there, and Cometh, like a bunch of others. Like check them out. So there's that, and then I'm gonna share one more Twitter with the guy we were sharing our booth with. He could use some follows.
Nice. Let's get him up there too.
But yeah, we did some Doge Pound events where the Opolis was there. Lost Local was up on stage and like a thing with Gifts Dead and Web3, those guys.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So
NFT live.
man. Yeah, Nifty Q where, but Gif is Dead was there, Ray Rose from Opolis, like a bunch of people from ATX DAO were there, and they're trying to do legislation here in Texas. So Austin's a super proactive town and tons of stuff going. So, like William Shatner was there at the Consensus.
Oh, man,
so there's
that's cool.
Yeah, like 92 years old up on stage talking about blockchain. Like it's awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, we just been handing out swag and doing demos. People are like, dude, Bobcat, tell him this morning, like the booth, how many people were there? Like,
What's up?
remember like this morning?
There was like the rest of the kind of section was dead, but there's like 50 or 20 people in front of that booth. It was pretty cool. And every time I tried to come by and see T-Bird the last couple of days until he was off, he was busy. I couldn't get to talk.
Yeah, I've been talking nonstop from 9 a.m. to 1:30, and then we break for lunch, and then we'll have like a little event or something going on, and then it's been in bed early. Like there's been a lot of late night parties, but we've been up at like 7 for breakfast, or like 6:30, and then meeting at breakfast and showing up to the place around 9 and being all set up. So it's been a lot. I've been trying to shoot some footage. I've got some stuff going out tracks in the Consensus guys, so they're trying to get some stuff shared. So.
Dope. Yeah, you've been killing it. Bobcat, I have a question for you. What's up with the Pizza DAO thing in Nashville?
Oh, I'll have to follow up with you, but yeah, we got our pizza parties planned around the world on May 22nd. So we're trying to do one in every town we can. So we're just looking for sponsors and local meetup folks to try to help us get it done. So I'll be that. But yeah, we had a great pizza out party last night. We had like 600 or 700 through. We had a pizza rave. We had pizza until like 2:30 in the morning. It was pretty crazy.
I think Bobcat went to sleep at 6, and I was up at 6. So.
Yeah, I had to help clean up after the rave. We were at 4, so
Dang.
it was a long night, but it was fun. Met lots of folks.
Yeah, I think Lost Local was taking a quick nap, and then we're gonna go out. There's some after parties tonight, and but it's been pretty low key as far as like I mean, there's just been so many names like you were just talking about showing up here. It's pretty insane to see. How all that's coming.
Got you down.
And there's another one, but
Those are looking sharp. I love that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I think Lost Local and I are going to ship some of these out. I'm not sure where they're going, but they're just like heavy duty, super nice.
Feel free to ship one out my way.
And then there's one with just the straight gotchi. I think Z-Bot whipped these up last minute and had them shipped and printed, or they were printed out here locally in Austin. So they're pretty dope.
So you said this was different than ETH Denver. How so?
It's just a whole lot more corporate. A lot more suits, for sure. Man, a lot like Mastercard was making a big announcement, I think, and some others. So yeah, it was just more corporate, I guess, than DAO focused.
And it seemed like there was a lot of blockchain games being kind of talked about there, but I think we were like really one of the only ones that
was really
that I saw that we were there. We were right next to the Ripple booth, right next to the Near booth. Was it Franklin Templeton Investments? Was just like right next door. So we had some like attorneys coming in talking to us about how our DAO structure is going. We've brought a lot of people into the Discord.
There was a lot of talk about regular shit. Like, I don't know. It was just not the same vibe as ETH Denver. Definitely a better vibe at ETH Denver overall, but it's still a good conference. I mean, there's still good people there, but it's just you got to make it through the noise, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole upper level of ETH Denver, but like even longer. Like it was huge. Like the places.
Oh wow.
So yeah. I haven't even I was basically stuck with just with a line of people for 3 days straight talking to people. So it was awesome, man.
The blockchain gaming alliance seemed to be very popular, and Aavegotchi as well.
Yeah, a lot of other game builders coming in from like Web2 companies looking at breaking into the Web3 gaming sphere. So, and we're just telling people like we've got the infrastructure, we're open source, and we're encouraging people to come and build on Aavegotchi. Like this is the way. That we're becoming like basically a gaming console with several games being built. And the Aavegotchis are just the ownership of the assets and true. It's just beautiful, man. Because like when people actually see, they have no idea what Aavegotchi is. So like you kind of have to like figure out what their background is, what's it in, because there's moving parts. Like we all know you could talk to somebody for an hour straight and they'll not even break the surface on everything and forget stuff. So trying to run through, people after people, it was a challenge, but really good response from everybody. And Jason's crushing it. So keep on. I wish we had more Gotchi gang here. I ran into Humble Gotchi, Humble Grant, Humble Bagger earlier. And who's the other guy we met last night?
I mean, Aavegotchi could take over a whole conference right now. Shitcoin has 0 sponsors, but it's happening 17th of May, which is the day before BTC 23, which is one of the, of course, biggest conferences. Of course, it's Bitcoin centric, but
I'm looking for the post to remember the guys of Cyber Limit. He's active. He's always participates in like the meetings, but he doesn't like speak ever really type. He's always there, but he's an Austin native and a kind of an old school coder. He's been retired for a while, but he's getting all pumped about coding, and he may get back in. So, and he was actually talking to me about the ghost sale proposal, because he is one of the ones who was posting in the discourse that he lived in Galveston. He's watched the regatta from the seawall and all that. So I actually met that guy, and I think he had a lot better view of the ghost ship and what I was trying to do with it after we met in person and all that. So we'll see what happens.
That's cool, man. I'm glad you met up with that guy. Make those
For sure,
IRL
man.
connections.
Yep. Third time's a charm, right? Maybe we'll get
we'll get it, bro. We will get it done. It will happen. I want to see.
And
that
I just don't feel like, I mean, Pixelcraft does so much for us. I don't feel like we need to ask them for any help on this. Like,
that's right. We will rally. I think we just need to get people to understand, man. This is one of those things that's on the surface from the outside, it seems a little quirky. It's like, what's going on here? We'll get people to understand. If anything, this first time around got people's attention, and now we can really have a good discussion about it. But I don't think there's like a strong opposition, man. At the end of the day, like, you have to remember, like, almost 50% from that one block voted, and then a pretty good amount.
And that was a lot of the smaller votes, a lot of like the, core community. I know I got a lot of support. So no hate either way. Like,
exactly.
I understand it's a DAO, and, people can vote as they want. And I respect that. So.
That's right. Absolutely. But like, doing the things that you're doing, like going to consensus and making these connections, I think just having that extra thing, like saying, hey, I got this ghost ship, if you got a Gotchi, we'll get you on board, all that stuff. It really adds value. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, I was asking Cake Nygaard and his friend Claire McGuire to come down and sail. They may come down with me tomorrow, but we just had like this crazy thunderstorm roll in. We're like thunderstorm watch and all that, so we're just kind of hanging out while it's dumping rain and blowing. So may not be a good day for sailing tomorrow, but Lost Local's around till Monday. He's going to try to come down with me. We'll see what happens. There may be a ghost ship sailing opportunity in the next future. So it's like 3 hours away. So these Austin people they know about the ghost ship now, at least a lot of the people that came to the booth. So I'm just telling them how important our DAO is and how badass it is. I could be hating on it and saying, oh, they didn't vote for my sale proposal. I didn't even bring it up really. I was like, just come sailing, you get a sale. Like, it's going to be awesome.
That's the way.
Y'all are just welcome.
We got to get Gotchi Gang on the boat. How many Gotchi Gang do you think can fit on the ghost ship?
All of them. All of them.
All of them. We'll have people up on the masts.
Yeah, definitely 1,000 people. No problem. No, probably like, comfortably, I could take 15, 20 people out.
Okay.
Weather permitting, yeah, like that boat will fit 30, 40 people on it. It like won't maneuver super well, but I would say like 15, 20 is a good number.
Okay. No, this is good to know, because, GotchiCon needs to happen.
Yeah, you could fit 40 people on that boat, but I would like to keep it like 15, 20. Like, yeah. It's better.
That'd make for an epic photo, though.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I just appreciate y'all letting me come on real quick. I wish y'all were here. I'm happy to answer any more questions about what's happening here. I'm going to look in the chat.
Looks like we just have friends observing. Tech says nice. He appreciates that. So. Yeah,
the Blockchain Game Alliance folks are really nice. Like, and everybody that they're kind of pairing with is kind of right up alley. But Aavegotchi is definitely a diamonds. Like, people are starting to realize, oh, we've had Aavegotchi, we've heard this, but we don't really know. And like, I think we have a lot of people on this thing on the Pixelcraft side, on the Aavegotchi side. So I really wish that the DAO, maybe had their own events going on. So I know we have the budget for it, and I think it's good. Money well spent.
Well, that Aavegotchi is not looking for funding to build a game. They have a game. You already have something to onboard people with.
Yeah, we have so much more than what these other people are trying to showcase. Like, oh, we're trying to do this. We're starting to do this. I'm like, well, we've been doing this for almost 3 years now. So,
absolutely,
come build on what we've already done. Let's not like beat around the bush. Like, we've got a lot of stuff going. A lot of the infrastructure is set, and just need more eyes and more people involved on many different levels.
No, well said, man. Couldn't have said it better myself. I appreciate you guys tuning in here and giving us a little rundown what's happening over there at Consensus. I totally feel you with future events and maybe getting some more support from our DAO. It's definitely something we should discuss. And yeah, man, let's do it. Like, let's have
Maybe we
a.
want to sponsor MetaFest and get some of our European gotchi gain that's close to Croatia in August. Something I put that in Lost Locals' head. All the metagame people are really movers and shakers and quality people that are here for the long term and have good vision. So
Okay, let's try and connect with our Croatian Gotchi gang. If you're
yeah, I'm sure
listening,
there's some.
shout out to us. Yeah,
Yeah.
get in touch.
So yeah, thank you guys, and man, just trying to keep up on all the chat, on all the shit that happens with the Gotchi Vault and the V Ghost and all that. I'm just like head spinning this morning. I'm sure many of us were.
Yeah, I actually I'm not aware of that at all. I'm not aware of
Okay.
that conversation at all.
Well, there was a big spike in the price of ghosts today, and I believe there was maybe some people that made off with a bunch of money. I don't know how. I have no clue. I've been at the conference all day, and I haven't really looked through the chat, but it's I'll be interested to hear.
What happens?
$2 million was made off of that, according to. I'll find the thread that I have. I dropped it into the general chat, and then Diddley actually just responded to saying that like that's the way it was, like, I guess, laid out. It wasn't. Let me, yeah, let's copy link. Yeah, it was a thread with somebody basically because Vigos was manipulated essentially by somebody pumping Ghost. So by pumping Ghost, the V-Ghost ratio went up. People shorting V in OVIX were then liquidated.
Yeah, right.
And then the person, you know, it ended up leaving bad debt. I'm giving a very poor summary, but
Sure.
yeah, there was one slide in particular that said it.
Yeah, it went up to like what, $1.50 or something?
No,
Well,
$1.
Okay.
$5.
Damn.
Yeah, and Ghost spiked momentarily to 150. Someone was asking, and I think it's a good point.
Wow.
It's like, would that have happened if we had the curve? I don't think you could do that. You would need, like, 10x the amount of money to make that happen.
Yeah, on the 1 hour, I'm sure it was higher.
So was the Gotchi Vault like affected at all, or?
They weren't affected. If anything, Gotchi V-Ghost holders actually made money because V-Ghost spiked. It was like 1.04 Ghost per V-Ghost. And then I might be getting these numbers backwards, but it spiked to 1.7 like Ghost per V-Ghost or something like that. The value of V-Ghost actually went up. But people who were shorting V-Ghost or people who had loans, because I think you can borrow V-Ghost, but you can't use it as collateral. So it actually made me think because Dr. Wagme, I think, got hit for like 70K on this. But that most likely means he was borrowing Vigos, which means that, if you borrow Vigos, doesn't that affect some of your voting power for the vault, or is it just all VLT at this point?
I thought it was all VLT.
Okay, yeah. So if it's just VLT, then this doesn't matter. But I was like, I wonder if people were trying to leverage their vote power by borrowing Vigos. But I think if you were borrowing Vigos, you got wrecked.
Dang, dude. Those black swans, man.
Yeah, this was just a straight exploit, though.
True, but I mean, I'm referring. Yeah, I guess it is an exploit in that sense. But the fact that the security vulnerability with the bonding curve being removed, I didn't realize that. That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, somebody found a hole. It's actually Light Piglet actually called it out. I saw that you mentioned it in the chat, general chat, that like vulnerabilities, risk mitigation. You were saying, why aren't we doing this on Aave instead, V3? But 100K loss is kind of advocate for people doing that. It's dangerous if something bad happens.
Yeah, I just stick to my regular Ghost, man.
Damn, like if you think about it, like this is fucked. Like, and I'm not saying this like to make a joke or anything, but Dr. Wagme would just be, he's getting a certain amount of that Forge funding, he just lost his own personal bag worth probably what he would have gotten, or probably not as much. Well, actually, it's almost the entire value of the Forge funding, right?
Nope. The Forge funding was 100.
Yeah, if he lost 100K,
Oh, he lost
you know,
100K. Oh shit.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a solid big chunk of that. Dang,
yeah, I can imagine. I get pissed off if I lose $5, you know.
that's rough. Yeah.
But stuff, the assets in the vault itself are Seifu. It's not actually affecting the vault whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. That's important to note. We don't need to create any FUD, but I guess if you have gotchis in the vault, they're totally unaffected by this. Gotchis or any assets really.
Yeah.
It's a V Ghost thing. Okay, interesting. I did not have any V Ghost. I have some VLT, but I might have had some V Ghost. Maybe it was like a pretty small amount, but I'll have to go see what's up with that.
Yeah. So I see next on our list of things to talk about. One of the
yes.
the biggest subjects of the year at this point, right?
Liquidators. What are we talking about?
I was talking about Pepe.
Oh, Pepe. Yeah, man, I love Pepe. Pepe is making waves right now. Pepe is on everyone's timelines. I don't know, man. Like we've been talking. I've been in a lot of these spaces lately this week. The Pepe themed spaces to see, find this stuff. What are they saying about it? I understand like mimetic energy. I haven't bought too many shit coins before, so this is the one. And yeah, I'm good with I'm just curious what makes meme coins so spicy, They went from $4,000 of liquidity in a Uniswap pool to $130 million market cap in the span of 8 days, and went from 0 to almost 50,000 holders. So 0 to 50,000 holders, and then 130 million market cap. Like, what causes that? We see that happen every now and then, right? I don't know if we even saw this with Doge, to be honest, because that took quite a while. That was a longer time frame. It wasn't 8 days. It wasn't 14 days, but
Yeah, it's I feel like the market needs it, right? Like
yeah, we all want to feel something.
Outlaws and Nakamigos, like it's something that it's bad. We know it's going to end poorly for a lot of people, but it is like a thrill and a rush. It gets it into the news, and it shows it's almost like trading the Polygon PFPs. There's liquidity, so there's okay, you go where the volume is essentially. So it's just, and it's Pepe, so it's. As I've gotten deeper and deeper into crypto, I'm starting to understand more and more the lore and legend of Pepe and how it's such a big deal, in this ecosystem in general. So seeing it kind of grow at this, the fact that it's on billboards in New York already is kind of insane. I made some good money, a little bit of money on Pepe. I bought into it. I think I don't even remember what day it was, but I threw $200-300 into it and ended up flipping it a few times, and I still own roughly that amount.
Nice.
In my account. Yeah. So I think I was flipping it when it was around 10 or 20 million market cap. So
Nice.
I also got to ask Pepe because that's a much smaller market cap. I think that's 800,000, and it's the Polydoge team. So I've said that already, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's, it just gives this energy. With Pepe, though, I find it more interesting because the Polydoge team actually is developing all these community ideas. They have all these partnerships they formed within the Polygon ecosystem, and it's going to be bigger than just I feel like with Pepe, it's just straight up a meme coin. There's nothing. This is just literally a meme. Where Pepe seems to be developing into more than just it's a meme coin, but it's going to have other shit happening around it, which is interesting.
It is true, but I will say the meme of Pepe, it goes back beyond almost to the early inception of the internet. So the amount of people that already know about Pepe that have no idea about cryptocurrency but will maybe buy cryptocurrency called Pepe just because they like Pepe. There's a huge amount of people out there that might actually just buy Pepe just because it's available to them on Coinbase, or not Pepe but Pepe, and maybe that will later lead to some of these other coins that have utility, like you say. But you can't underestimate the power of a strong network of Pepes. Like, look at this phenomena that you just mentioned. It went from like just being a meme coin to like being featured on a billboard. Like, somebody had connections there. Someone in the Pepe community said, like, let's make this happen, and somehow made it happen. You know, in a very short time frame. So that was really interesting.
Lost Local, what's up?
Ooh, Los Loco, welcome in the house.
Yo, what's up? How's everyone doing?
Doing well. How's your nap going?
Good. I just woke up. It was crazy. There was like crazy hail is actually what woke me up, and it was like windy. I guess there's supposed to be a tornado here tonight, but it was good, much needed. Waking up to a GMI call is lovely. So nice to be here.
Yeah, man, it's comfy here in the studio.
The last few days in Austin, how you guys have been grinding it out at the booth, and just like the vibe of it in general. How, like, I think I heard about it. Like, there were like some storms in the last few days or in the last week in Texas that had like 4-inch, like hail and stuff like that. Is it that storm? Is it the same storm system or something different?
I think it came in right before we got here, and then it's been like on and off, but it hasn't been like heavy rain until just now. So I think tonight is kind of the storm night. The event that we were part of had like a big outdoor area on Wednesday, and we were tracking the weather for that, and it was supposed to originally rain like Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it was looking like Wednesday, Thursday, and then it kind of held off, and now I think it's just getting here.
Hefe, you still there?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. I was like, is he speaking and we're just not hearing it?
Yeah, no, it dropped off a little bit. So yeah, there's so it sounds like tornadoes ripping through where you're at right now. Is that a consensus? Is that the weather at consensus right now?
There's a tornado serial killer that I was unaware of, but apparently 30-year-old males keep ending up in the Ladybird here over the there's been like 6 in the past few weeks, but apparently the mayor is not saying it's a serial killer, so males beware that are at consensus.
Does he specifically target consensus attendees?
No, I don't know. They haven't any kind of analysis on wall tents yet, so we're exactly what communities are targeted at this point. But
Anybody with a moonbird.
Exactly. Yeah, proof collection cards are done.
Man, that's a crypto conference with a serial killer and a tornado. This sounds like Sharknado, like somebody like pitched a bad movie.
Now, this definitely could be the plot for an upcoming movie. Maybe we could do some revisionist history down the road, and we can write something pretty interesting, or just have GBT do it for us, because that would be a lot easier.
As long as you escape to South America on the ghost ship, like get away from all of this, whatever the hell is happening, I think we'll all be good with it.
That's it. Yeah, we have to escape to T-Bird's boat and then sail into the sunset.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
We got a miniature Gotchi Lodge going here. We got where's Zombie Shepherd?
Is Zombie Shepherd down there at consensus as well?
No, I haven't seen him.
He's been in the laboratory, I believe, grinding away at beats.
He's working on an album right now.
Yeah, he's in the lab, son, laying down tracks.
In the lab, chopping it up. This is cool having you guys on here, man. I hope you guys are having a good time at consensus despite tornadoes and serial killers.
It was great to have T-Bird dropping pills. Follow me on Twitter. Let's go.
Ooh,
Um,
nice.
and we, people are waking up to Aavegotchi. There is no denying that. So it's been good.
Oh man, yeah. T-Bird was saying the sentiment's really good. People have heard about Aavegotchi, now warming up to what it is, seeing us live in the flesh, being like, "Oh, you're the guys. You're the guys." This is awesome.
That's
Yep.
bright
Seen
sweaters and
any
just
other like?
Oh, go for it, T-Bird.
I was just saying I didn't really see any other like game projects on Polygon over there.
You guys are
Felt
the
like
only project out there.
I mean, Polygon was over there. No, there's a lot of other Polygon. I didn't see like any other Polygon, like big Polygon games over there at all. I'm sorry if I missed it.
Definitely a big DeFi presence here. This is definitely leaning a little more towards finance. It's I'd say it's actually this convention feel like what ETH Denver felt like in the past, maybe. It feels like last year ETH Denver was maybe a little bit more community oriented and a little more like project oriented, and this one still feels a little more like B2B and industry.
Have there been any prospects you guys met at the conference that you think really get involved with Aavegotchi future?
Well, we met folks from a project called Google
Ooh.
trying to they are looking for established NFT IP to incorporate into ads moving forward. So we believe that our Google Aavegotchi with a Nimbus cloud is pretty much the perfect fit. So I have called a couple people over there. The contact we met, we didn't get contact info from, but we've got a couple leads there. So that's something that's pretty interesting. And then we met one of the devs from Unity. So a little alpha may or may not have discussed this, but at GDC I had interfaced with the Meta team, and I've been working with them and the other dudes from Pixelcraft on the very early stages of a 2-city game jam this summer with the support of MetaMask and Unity. So we'll be bringing on a bunch of devs and then hold like a 8-hour game jam hackathon in both Singapore and Go at the same time. So we're just in the very early stage of that with MetaMask. We've been back and forth. And now we're, talking to the Unity team about getting some support from them directly. So that's not 100% locked yet, but those conversations are happening. So that's kind of an exciting, we're going to eventize that thing and make it kind of like a live stream for both Singapore and San Francisco, and try to turn it into a little hackathon party.
I feel like there was a lot of Web 2 games there that were trying to break into Web 3 too. That was like a big thing. There was a lot of Web 2 games that were like built up and trying to figure out which chain they were going to go on. There's a lot of blockchain stuff there.
Definitely.
Yeah. And a lot of ZK technology starting up, rolling around. There was college kids rolling around. I mean, it was people from all over. Pretty crazy. It's good.
Wow, that's both things there. Yeah, I'll touch on both points. First of all, Google Gotchi needs to happen. I want to see that in the Haunt 3 portal. I want to summon. And so the fact that you just mentioned the hackathon and the game jam, I think that's gonna be a big deal, especially with Gotchi Chain coming up. And like, what a better proposition out there right now if you're a web developer to Aavegotchi protocol, where we say we got a community, we got people willing to play dollars, we have like the token system in place, like we got everything you need. We just need people to build the game, and take the assets and build a game with it. I think that's like a really low barrier to entry for anybody in Web 2 coming to the space, being like, I think I want to build a game, but I don't know where to start. It's like Aavegotchi could be the training ground. You build your first app there, and then, you know, maybe you go on and do your own thing, or maybe just expanding vertically, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm honestly, it's been an interesting conversation for me because even projects are, I know a couple devs and founders that are launching games, and while they navigate the L2 conversation, because like right now what's going on, we're developing some stuff for Discount also, so we're also having a lot of conversations with L2s. And, the name of the game is grant money. So Polygon, which was like, obviously is a great place to build, and we'd found a home there. When they were still needing to, and they obviously spending tons of money to get people Polygon. Now, since everyone wants to build there, there's not quite as many incentives. So there's a bunch of other chains that are offering, money. Obviously, that comes at compromise of name recognition, optimism's throwing money around to get people build there. But the more I talk to folks, outside of just being Gotchi Gang and a Pixelcraft employee, our chain really is one of the smartest places to launch a Web3 game right now. There's not really any other environment where you're going to find people that are like ready, willing, and able to like jump into like a Web3 gaming experience and actually embrace it. And I anticipate that as Web3 gaming kind of picks up popularity, like we're going to see what we see with mobile games. People are going to get pushed to gaming experiences, and then in a matter of like, seconds or minutes, they're going to get bored with what's going on, and they're going to move on. And I think that what we're offering is going to be a much stickier like for Web3 gaming. So I think we're a great place for anyone to launch their blockchain game. I think it's like probably the lowest risk of any two or any blockchain to launch on.
Amazing.
Sorry, I'm just posting some links in there from just some of the people that I was talking with today, just for reference, so you can kind of see some of the people that that's just a few. There's so many more that we didn't get links for, and I'm just still trying to like follow back and follow up with people. But just a lot of big brains and a lot of very serious, a lot of attorneys, a lot of people looking to make legislation and figure out how to make all this happen. So these I definitely invite all these guys into the Discord, and these are just some of the projects that they're working with. So.
Lost Local, you've been at ETH Denver, you've been at Miami, you're at New York City last year and this year, and now Consensus as well as GDC. You've been moving around a lot. How did Consensus compare to the other conferences? Is it similar to any one of them that you've been to recently, or is it just special in its own way?
It does for me personally. It reminds me a lot of ETH Denver. Honestly, I feel very, very similar vibes outside of the the weather. But Austin and Denver kind of have similar. The cities themselves have like a similar vibe. Great food, big beer and counterculture and all that. But I would say this is like a very friendly city, and I've noticed it's also laid back. I don't know if that's just coming, I was sleeping in Times a week ago, so that's coming from the most chaotic place. Definitely, like it felt like way less stress than NYC, doing more here, I think, lately than I was in New York. So that's probably my only take. And the food is really awesome too this year, so that's nice.
I'm guessing it's as dry as it was in Denver, right? Like the air is like it would be dying, like slowly, like drying out, or is it like more moist?
So it is definitely more humid than Denver. Definitely more humid than Lake Tahoe. I could tell you that much. It's so a little sticky. T-Bird was feeling it. I was definitely feeling it. Luckily, it was cool enough today to wear my sweater, so I was able to wear that for a few hours. But we'll have some short sleeve summer stuff coming next month or so we won't have to worry about that. But yeah, it's a great city. Definitely. So we've also got a really good relationship with ATX DAO. I was on a panel with one of the dudes from ATX DAO 2 days ago, and like their whole thing is event planning. So they throw like these massive banger parties. The founder is a massive fan of Aavegotchi. So next year we're already like, I got in their ear about being part of like their big ATX DAO party. To put it in perspective, like this year, the event that they did was sponsored by like T-Mobile, and they didn't want anyone else sponsoring it. So T-Mobile had like exclusive rights to this party that they did. But they're they're heavily involved in like South by Southwest. So they've kind of developed this DAO, and now they're really focusing on like the business in Austin of like live music and live events, and they're focused on that. So I think it would be smart for us to try to get some Aavegotchi DAO contacts to reach out to ATX DAO. You make a little intro, say I know you met local on the panel, yada yada. D-Bird has info for those folks too, I think. So like, I think that would be really wise because we are, we're a gold standard as far as DAOs go, and I think that there's plenty that be interested to hear out as far as like how we operate, and I think that's a way for us to partner up on event census and maybe even South by Southwest, whatever else they're doing, throughout the year.
Sounds good. Hefe, on it. You're the guy.
Yeah, I'll share you the contact info, Hefe.
Absolutely. I'm just listening in. I was taking down some notes too. So absolutely, I think we should make this happen. Going back to what T-Bird said, I think that just makes our case stronger with everything that we've seen lately, especially the fact that we've proven ourselves through Denver. I think it's the right time for us to put our heads together here, and maybe let's come up with some sort of a quarterly budget / plan, maybe even a yearly plan, and let's bring something up to the DAO, get some little like funding to help support do all this really cool stuff. Because I'm looking at you guys at Consensus right now, seeing and hearing everything that you just said, and I'm like, we could really blow this up. Like you're just saying, like if we had like 10 more Gotchi gang members over there, that we couldn't like take over Consensus, like just be like a great contributor to like the Aavegotchi energy to Consensus. I think we can make it happen at a lot of these conferences.
Yeah, New York, I felt like even with like 3 or 4 people, like it was so skilled that you could have definitely like made a big amount of noise easily.
No, I'm liking it, and I appreciate you guys sharing some time with us here tonight and kind of filling us in. And you're all rested up, Lost Local, ready to vote on the night, I'm assuming.
I didn't RSVP one from someone I met today. Actually, this might be worth. Maybe we'll do another little alpha drop. We met a gentleman, young dude, yesterday who's working for a company that's doing they're doing like manga comic book series for NFT projects, and they are like super established, tons of viewership. They do the marketing and everything. They have like a full creative team that works on like lore and story. So it looks like this could be really cool opportunity to start putting out, like they put out weekly editions of this, is how they like to roll. So I'm run by Pixelcraft, but this is the type of project that I think could be really cool for and for perhaps split the cost of, and maybe the DAO could either take the lead on working with the studio to maintain like the creative integrity of our lore, but I think this would be a way to have like a third party that's able to put out product for us um, while still allowing us to like participate in the process without getting in our own way. Because I think right now that's a little bit of our problem. Like obviously, there's no limit to what we can do. We've got plenty of money, but we're having trouble like organizing and motivating. So I was thinking this could be a good project for us to spend a little money, have a little back and forth with this third party company, and then the DAO can kind of take ownership over the production of this this property.
And sorry, so the product is it a game? Is that I missed that first?
No,
little
it's
bit.
a digital comic book that they will also do physical editions
Oh,
of.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I think the DAO could get behind that, and I think it's time we probably link up, and I'd love to spend some time with you when you get a chance and kind of catch up on some of this stuff, because definitely helps to know that, and we can kind of get the right initiative in place, get the DAO excited about these things. So
Yeah, I think let's do it early next week. I'll be back in California by Tuesday night, so maybe Tuesday, Wednesday we can hop on a call.
cool. Yeah, no, and how many more? So how many more days of consensus left here? Are we almost ready? Where are you guys at?
Yeah, today was the end of the closing events. I always stay usually 2 to 3 days after the convention to ship a bunch of stuff out, and also kind of like Lost Local like to try to get his local bearings, go back and revisit places that were cool, talk to like managers, restaurants and bars and stuff, so that we've got like nice warm contacts when we come back next year.
Nice. I mean, you wouldn't be called Law School if you didn't get lost at least a little bit after the.
Exactly. I have no clue where I am.
Perfect, man. No, it's awesome. Appreciate you guys sharing that with us here tonight. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, whatever parties you're going to, and we'll catch up with y'all. Well, if you're not tomorrow, we'll catch up with y'all pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
We should mention we got to hang out with Hockey Gang last night, who came out to an event, which was really cool. A community member that I really didn't know before. We didn't really have a relationship or anything, so it was always cool to meet new Gotchi Gang members. Cyber LMT.
Cyber LMT,
right?
Okay. Shout out to
Yeah.
Cyber LMT. We'll see you at the Saturday meeting, maybe.
That was awesome.
Yeah, you will. I think we're actually going to get coffee with him tomorrow, T-Bird, after the meeting.
Cool.
Yeah. So, community.
Yeah, I was just messaging with the Binance US guy. He's like their senior product manager for Binance US for staking Web3 NFTs. So I'm putting him in touch with you, Last Local. I don't know if you want to work with Binance or not. All right.
Yeah, I think I was chatting with him.
Dope.
The Binance guy. I know they had something in particular that they were right. Isn't there something like a specific initiative right now, T-Bird, or something that made sense for us? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think so. That's where they got his contact. And I was like, I just followed up with him now. It was 2 days ago. So I'm just kind of going through Telegram because I'm terrible at Telegram. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting him in touch with you. So
yeah, that's definitely another big kind of theme here is that you can definitely sense that like chain compatibility, like the barrier between chains is dissolving very rapidly right now. I think part of that comes from it being a bear market and the money's drying up, right? So folks are like a little bit of a scramble, but you could tell that there's no one's trying to like network specifically inside their chain. Everyone is very much like talking cross chain, which is a good sign for the future.
That's an Oh yeah, that's a great shift. We love to see that. We love to see people coming on Polygon, and it's cozy right now. Join us. Join us, Polygon. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, appreciate
We're
it.
thinking about you, Musashi. We love you, dude. I love
Hell
all you
yeah.
guys, man. GMI friends, everybody, man. It's an honor to be here. People are asking me what I do at Pixelcraft. I just laughed at them. I was like,
I'm the vibe curator.
yeah,
I'm the vibe coordinator.
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, man. Guys, also, so we'll make shit happen. It's a good gang. Right on. No future. What do you say? We do a little curation, right? You want to look at the queue? We look at some fake gotchis.
Was
It's been a while. Haven't looked at the queue in a while. I got one of my own fake gotchis.
oh yeah, Astra.
We raffled it off actually. I wish I had the list with me. I'll check my DMs here in a sec, but I wish I had the winners list because I could. Everybody who hit Wonder Holder from last year. We just put everybody in a pool. We did a live raffle, and so we picked out all these addresses live, and we went back and we got a distribution list. So I'll start sending them out. I'll have to start tracking people down, or maybe put the addresses out there. I'll admit, there's probably a better way to do it, and so next year we'll probably have like a claim page or something. But those were given out to the raffle winners. So there's 42 editions. Let's see. Have you bought any fake gotchis lately?
No, nothing recently.
I won a couple in the auction. I just won Leonardo's piece, the Gotchidipity.
Ooh,
And,
nice.
yeah, if you guys don't know, if you have a Gotchidipity, you should be doing the Infinity Keys puzzle right now. That's where it's at. That's what you want to be doing right now.
Gotchi Dipty.
Have you done any of the Infinity Keys packs?
Nope. We just have a contract with the Infinity Key Orium Network. They're going to be helping us build the quest, the onboarding quest, and I have not done any of their. I just haven't had the time. I've been lazy as hell.
Yeah. You'll have to do quest 1 at least, because I think that's what you need to access all the other ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to also do the Orium quest. I mean, I've done them. I think I passed them.
I'm sure you can do your own quests, man. I'm sure it can work out.
Yeah.
This page is just being ridiculous right now. I cleared my cache right before this too. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I think
Now, yeah, there's just a couple pieces.
Oh, you're looking. Yeah, I'll just swap the screens around then.
Yeah, Visual. What the hell are they doing, man? Are they ever gonna put this piece of art out?
No, I tried reaching out to Master Yang this week. I had no luck. So I get that they're busy, but it'd be nice if they if someone reaches out, let's get it sorted out. Let's get those pieces out there.
Yeah, just a couple pieces in the queue. Only 4 new pieces, I believe. With Thrax's piece being one of them. I wonder how he made this. Is this like a mix of AI and After Effects?
You should put the volume on. It's the ASMR effect on it is really nice.
People. Oh, there's only going to be 5 editions.
I didn't see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder how much they're going to go for.
Well, he still has his other piece there, the Regalath, Titan the Regalath. There's 11 of those. And that still hasn't been minted yet, so. Actually, I got a piece of art. I'll do a little pre-reveal. Still on the iPad. Yeah, I think there's still a little bit I have to do. Yeah, I don't know. My machine's not working or whatever. Maybe it's the internet. I was having troubles with my network earlier. Let's see. Yeah, it's hardwired. I have no idea. This little pre-reveal. Show you guys. Give you guys a sneak. Little camera swap. So here it is. Hang on. Let me switch the camera. I don't know if you can see that.
I see you now.
You do see me. Okay. Okay, here it is. It's on my iPad. That's what I was saying. It's a pre-reveal. I still if I want to do it, but yeah, a little bit. The log's all messed up. I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
you got a little.
Hard to show you because of the glare, but I don't know, man. You guys will have to wait a little bit.
Can you add and then send it to your computer?
Well, that's the thing with pre-review, right? Is put it somewhere because, you know, someone could just like take it and mint it.
This is true. There's a threat.
Call me paranoid, but you know,
just a little bit.
Artist. What is up right now? Oh, and now the fake. I am of celebration. God damn!
I'm looking
this around here.
There we go. Oh.
Did it work?
Post-curve celebration.
Post-curve celebration. 1,000 ghost. 101. You know, I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a whole lot of curve artwork that was made, considering it's like a pretty significant event that could be it can be captured many ways, right?
Yeah. There were some art pieces. I saw a few. I just didn't buy any. Let's see if we can find them. About the curve. That's kind of cool. Gotcha gear. I have one of these Nownish ones. Gotchi on my mind. I have two of those apparently. It was this one, Rip Bonding Curve. Ah, NASA Gotchi goes to Eve Denver. That's cool. I don't remember half of these pieces. I've been so out of it lately.
Are these in your
This is-
collection?
No, this is the Explore.
Okay.
I wonder what's in my collection.
Yeah, collection's pretty big now at this point. Like, how many fakes are there out there? We must be like we're past 400, maybe 3 or 400.
It's the leaderboard. Let's see.
Okay, now I see the.
It could be a subgraph issue because it's like loading really slow for me.
Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe I'm not the only one here.
There we go. I am still number 8 with 89 unique pieces, but Nadeel's running away with 207 unique pieces.
Yeah,
Still
Nadeel's
top 10.
Yeah, he's a top collector. You're in the
agree.
top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're number 8.
Somebody made the point that there should be, rarity farming should reward this.
I feel like fake gotchis need to be part of either rarity farming or part of the spending competition. Like if you're spending, you're buying a lot of fake gotchis over a certain period, maybe like 2 or 3 months. We were talking about seasonal rewards, right? So you'd have your seasonal top collectors.
Yes, as the number 8 collector right now, I completely agree with this this point of view that benefits me greatly.
Well, I
FYI.
mean, it would get a lot more competitive too. So, like, if there was an incentive to do that, I would probably be buying more of the lower end fake gotchis too. That I'm like just buying them to collect them.
That I wouldn't move far down. Like, someone could overtake me at number 8, but they would have to I don't think I would move out of the top 30 very easily. You would have
That's true.
People spend a lot of money, which would be great for, whatever
Yes.
we're aiming to do. But yeah, let's get that rarity farming. Give me some rewards for my fake gotchis. I'll take it.
Well, we've been talking about doing the next artist summit, and we'll talk about that a bit later tonight. If Mike Helm's in here, he might touch on it. But we'll definitely talk about it tonight at the Syncopator. We'll be talking about Fake Fest and how we want to do a grand artist summit that dwarfs the last artist summit, which was still pretty amazing. It was like a 6 or 8 hour long summit. It was quite intense, and maybe this time we'll aim for like a little shorter. We'll aim for shorter, but more, even more engaging somehow. And so, yeah, we'll be talking about Fake Fest tonight and seeing how we can make it an exciting like online event. And just kind of reviving the energy around fake gotchis. The energy's been really good. Like we've seen a ton of great fakes get made since we launched, and the last artist summit actually kind of commenced. Like it was timed just right with the launch of fake gotchis, and now 400 fake gotchis later, I think we're at a great time to start looking at all the art, appreciating all the artists. Maybe we can talk to the DAO and see if we can come up with some sort of a reward pool for some of the best sold fake gotchis, the highest selling fake gotchi artists in the last couple months, and let's just put together some really cool like competition, not competition but appreciation of like all the talent that we've seen.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I'm just checking my bags. Like
Gotta
my
check the
Polygon
bag.
I will admit something.
What's
I
doing
bought
well in the
2
bag today? I see some greens over there.
Let's see. Among Apes, this is up for me, but they're very cheap. They're also like a knockoff kind of Bored Apes. I have 2 of these Trump digital trading cards. I bought 2 just for the hype. You know, I don't support Trump whatsoever, but I will make money off the man. So that's been kind of sitting there at like near its price.
Is this
Just trying to
the
check
first generation of Trump cards or the second generation of Trump
the
cards?
second one.
Gotcha.
Yo, no future. I have 17, so I can take the heat on that one. I'm not a Trump fan either, but I went hard. I see some profits down the line.
You saw the
Yeah, my girl
mimetic energy there.
not a fan.
My investing partner killed it on Series 1, and I sat on the sidelines, so I wasn't going to do that again.
Yeah, fair enough. Gotta get in on Haunt 2 of the Trumps.
Exactly.
Can't get in on Haunt 1, so.
The art is like significantly worse this time around too.
Oh,
It's
worse. I
awful.
thought you were going to say better. Okay.
No, it's significantly worse. And if you watch the commercial, like they put a video out, they 100% used AI to do his voice for the commercial. Like he didn't even record it. Like he just didn't even give a shit. You could tell. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
I
Oh,
was
yeah,
gonna
you see
sell
that one, the firefighter with the suit? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was gonna sell them when they pumped. They pumped up to like 7% of an ETH. I bought them around this price, 0.039 or something like that. Actually, what did I pay?
Now they're up a little now, right? I think they were about 04 something.
Yeah, they went up to as high as like almost 8 or 9%. Yeah,
Yeah.
0.043. But yeah, they're just ridiculous.
Yeah, they're pretty absurd. What are you thinking of Lawless? Did you update your transponders at all? No future?
So can you
I
guys
have
give us like the little like the just quick short scoop on what's going on over there? Because I see some Gotchi gang have been involved in that. Code Lawless. Is that like a
Yeah.
new NFT game or?
I have no
No
idea.
one knows. No one knows what's going on. Choina should
Oh.
chime in. Choina's here, right?
Yeah, Choina's like the expert on this. To be honest, I seen Choina. I can already spot who the expert is because that's who's been posting the most about it.
Yeah, Choina, and I feel like we both saw it at Mint. And as soon as I saw Choina share it, I was like, oh yeah, let's go.
So you
Yeah,
guys are like
you-
building these NFTs or like putting together these items that are NFTs, and it's supposed to make something. Is that right?
No, so I mean, I don't know if Choina wants to come up and chat. I don't know if he's able to, but
Yeah, he might
they-
type something, but yeah.
okay. So there was like the Mint itself was kind of interesting. Like there's it was like an interactive Mint experience. It was this pixel art kind of like moving comic book experience, and you could right off the bat you can mint one of these transponders, but then you also have the opportunity to like rummage. So you could rummage, and as you rummage through this like trash heap, they would expose like additional transponders. So there was 5 different styles of transponders that you were able to mint originally. So you minted these transponders. Choina's typing, so I hope he's got some fun stuff. And then no one knew what was going on. And then yesterday they end up this opportunity to go in and you can choose a different color. Oh no, Choina's freezing. You can choose like a different color, and then you can also inscribe a message onto the transponder. And then so it changes the NFT, to whatever this message is. And then it was also like announced like you can hold private chat through the NFTs themselves. So the transponders act also as like a chat, or I guess in some way.
What? Dang.
So there's, if you go to the rights page on the code.lawless.com, be careful because there's a .net that's also a Minix site that is wallet drainer. But if you go to that site and look at the rights, you can see they're doing some like pretty awesome stuff in the ethos of Web3 and decentralization with this project. So I think it's still very much unknown like what exactly it is, but it seems to be pretty cool stuff, and it's pixel art, so I was obviously obsessed right away.
And is this on Polygon?
No, it's on Ethereum. So that is an Ethereum gas transaction to inscribe. And then I don't know how the chat works. Here, I'll pull a tweet up and I'll drop it in the chat that I saw earlier. But
This is all sounding really
yeah,
interesting.
I haven't. Yeah, I've been busy because I've been here. So I really, I minted a butt ton of transponders. So I've got like a handful of transponders, but I haven't had the opportunity to like really go in and do anything with them yet. So,
Yeah, see, No
Choin, I've been like
Futuristic's also
living
doing
for
some
Choin.
things on the screen there. Looks like he's interacting with the.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that's doing. It's on mainnet, right?
Yeah. So wait, Choin is saying Ponderware is Mooncats. So is that alpha? Is that public info? Musashi's typing, so he's gonna have some. Oh shit.
Ponderware.
Cool.
That's the company
So
that's
you guys
building this out, the transponders.
That's okay. Yeah, so it's the Mooncats team. Cool. So light piglet, are my bags gonna pump? Let's go. I got 30 of these things.
Yeah, I might get up in some transponders tonight. We'll see.
What do I do at this point? Because it's saying visit wallet and signal. I have to make this signal. I'm on mainnet. Or am I supposed to be on Polygon? Am I fucking this up somehow?
Well, he was saying it's on mainnet.
Yeah. CloakNet, offline, preparing, visit wallet and signal. I guess I need to wait for it to load.
I don't know. I haven't messed with it yet, so I haven't I saw like when I did it, I hopped on through my phone before and I did see like a dashboard where I was able to like pick a color but I didn't actually execute the transaction or anything.
My wallet's getting drained as we speak.
I'm like, he either
Oh,
clicked
man.
on the one we said was gonna do that, or we might actually see.
Yeah,
some
I hope
action.
you definitely clicked the official link, right? 'Cause
Yeah, I went over here to the page in OpenSea.
That's always
Alright.
the way.
Yeah, unless I bought a fake one and I didn't realize it. Yeah, I got
No,
all
there is.
one of each.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting in there, and there's another. They said phase 2 is going live in May, so whatever's next in this whole thing, is I guess happening then.
So in May, I guess they're gonna reveal probably the character, if I was to guess, which would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering if because they are starting to like. I've noticed the people from the project are. Oh, you only need to signal one transponder. China said. They're starting to release more like character stuff of these like. It's like super minimal pixel characters. I kind of like it. Like they're like single pixel details on the characters, which is cool.
Yeah, it's like if Aavegotchi was 16-bit or whatever, this is more like even less. It's like 8. I see the GIF text
Yeah.
in the chat there. Those are cool. I mean, if those are the characters, right? I mean, yeah, I'm curious to see how they drop them. Or unless they're like, yo, you need a mooncat. You need a mooncat now to actually use your thing.
Right. And they can pump the Mooncat bags, or they'll make you migrate your Mooncat so they can get their royalties back under some other pretense.
100% on chain too, Choina says. That's cool. I mean, I like that. We hear that in Aavegotchi, and we like that. That gets my attention.
Yeah, it seems cool. I mean, our top alpha caller called it in our group, who always picks like absolute bangers. So that was an early call, and usually when he picks stuff, it's
Dang.
solid project. He doesn't make a lot of calls like that. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of great projects out there. Things to keep an eye on for sure. And so these are still minting out right now, right? If someone wanted to mint one of these.
No, they're all secondary. The mint ended like 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh, gotcha. That's
Yeah,
like
they
6 months in our world.
Yeah, they just opened up the ability to signal the transponders yesterday. So that just started.
I mean, I think they might be onto something here, just the way they're engaging people. That's cool. Interesting. So no future,
Yeah,
you own a bunch of these things.
grip is in effect for sure.
Yeah.
I own one of each of the 5 transponders. So I bought 5 of them when I saw Choina and Lost Local talking about it. But for some reason, I can't. My wallet's not showing the 5 transponders. So I'm trying to do it on my laptop as well. Not working. Maybe it's the.
Maybe you got the wallet draining transponders.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't taken my ETH out yet.
That's true.
Yeah. Maybe I have to disconnect and reconnect. Yeah. MetaMask. Come on.
Yeah, MetaMask has been real weird for me lately. I've been thinking about just switching over to Frame. Any friends using Frame out there already, or have a better wallet recommendation? Light Piglet saying Rabby. Not familiar with Rabby, but there's a couple of them out there right now. There's another one I was looking at earlier. Can't remember the name of it. Rabby.io. From the D-Bank folks.
Interesting. So we have 30 minutes remaining in this. What would you like to talk about, Hefe, as I wait for my transponder stuff to happen?
Well, I was gonna say let's go murder each other in the arena. But if you're doing your transponder thing, I'd kind of like to see what happens here with that.
Yeah, it's just been stuck at this point.
I'm just looking at this Rabby wallet that Light Piglet just pushed. Debanked or debank? Debank. No, I have some Alchemica I can drop. Why don't we go to the GMI parcel and I'll go drop some Alchemica.
I thought we were gonna murder each other. Let's go in.
Oh, we're actually murdering each other. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yo,
yeah.
guys, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna try to use some motivation to go to a couple events and gotchi pill people.
Man,
Lovely to chat with everyone.
Appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah, good to see everyone. Bye, Light Piglet and Mushashi and Choina and everyone else. Good to see you guys.
Take care. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good
Later.
to see you guys. See you, Tech. Thanks for coming.
Don't sleep on those Collabland mini dApps.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta check those out.
Oh, I actually got my transponders to show up.
Okay, there you go. So you got the transponders on screen. Let's just have a quick look at what this is here.
The question is, Choina, does it matter which one I signal, or is it all up in the air because no one knows? Just waiting for the answer.
Yeah, no, you signal the transponder. Hey, why don't we I see Sir Linkiest actually has bounce gate up already. Why don't we head over to Sir Linkiest's first ever spacious? Let's go check that one out. And maybe I'll go drop some Alchemica there. Can't use this wallet.
Ah. Okay. I signaled and I used nofuturistic.eth as my signal. I don't know if that means anything, but we're sending that out. I don't know if that's me naming myself.
So you sent us to whom?
I don't know. It's processing right now. We'll check on Say and Pepe real quick. Still the same. Okay, transaction. Signal lock broadcasting to peers. CloakNet connection established. All right. There's a button here, but it doesn't do anything. Let's go to the CloakNet then.
Is this like some dev communication network that we just don't know about that you guys are now being a part of? It's like
Yep,
some
I'm now
crazy
part of the dark web.
communication network. So are you having a live chat with someone right now?
I guess. I just said, what up, homies? We're online. Oh, I can redact it. Is this all it is? I'm just going to message people?
It's like a messaging DApp NFT, which is actually kind of cool if you think about it. It's like a
It is kinda
censorship
cool,
proof.
yeah. Frozen fingers, yeah, autocorrect. Phase 2MA. So should I do all the transponders? I know you said just will be enough, but should I do all of them?
I think he was saying one just gets you to the chat, basically.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't really need to do more than that.
Mangled Drone Crow. Authorization from I'm gonna do a second one just for the shits and the giggles. What should it be? What should it be? I guess
We-
no future.
Yeah. After
Or-
you've done that, come hang out with us on Sir Linkiest first ever spacious parcel. We're gonna drop
Is
some
there a
Alchemica.
bounty open for that?
Yeah, it's his bounce. Yeah, that's the name of his.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of his bounce gate.
What should I name this or message? Oh, I know. Enjoy life. There is plenty of time to be dead. Oh, it only goes 37. Huh. 37 characters isn't
Here we are.
enough for.
Oh shit, dude! They just pushed Protolick Model 2. It's live. I'm gonna
I heard
summon.
about that.
I'm gonna summon one of these big Protolicks here.
Okay, I'm running back. You got my attention. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we're everybody. We're hanging out on Sir Linkius' first ever spacious parcel. We're gonna summon the first ever Protolick in the Gotchiverse right here. Summon it right beside the Chad Gotchi. Let's go to the item shop. Protolick 2. Okay. Oh, this is a hefty one. I might need to transfer some Alchemica over. Oh I might not
How much
even
does it cost?
have enough Alchemica in this wallet. What's that?
How much does it cost?
So it costs 400 FUD, 150 FOMO, 100 Alpha, and 15 Keck.
Dang. So that would that's great for the spending competition, but it's also gonna be like for my I would love to drop the Orium game night, but I only have a budget of like $25 of Alchemica at this point. I want to expand it, but dropping I probably drop like 6 of those and then the whole party's over.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you guys what. I have enough in my wallet here to do one drop, so I can drop one of these big things. If someone can send me 200 FUD, I'll summon one of these because I got enough Alchemica for everything else. I'm gonna drop my Addy in the chat. I can't go through the motions right now.
I guess I'll add some. How much you say it was?
Just 200 FUD. That's all I need. I got everything else. Addy's in the chat. If someone wants to send me a little bit of FUD, I'll summon a bunch of these. I can summon one of them at least. I have enough Alchemica for one.
I'm gonna summon one as well, so we'll have to deal with two of them.
Okay, cool. Hey man, we might not even be able to take down one. These things are supposed to be at least 5 to 6 times stronger than the traditional licks. So we'll see.
I need to take down one. Like my weak ass got you.
I know, I got my weak ass got you here too. So we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna drop a video probably tomorrow from game night where I think I'm accidentally just explaining Aavegotchi created like a 1 minute. It kind of sums up the arena perfectly, like the idea of the ERC 20 tokens dropping and your ability to pick them up, but you have to kill somebody and survive for 3 minutes, and then the proto licks, and it just was like a very concise kind of thing, and it just works so well, but I kept getting wrecked. Like I would drop like 10 of these like liquidators. I was walking around the arena, and if I saw like 2 or 3 of them, I'd drop another 1 or 2, and then run by them and get them to chase me, like all of these proto licks, to go to the middle of the arena and wreck everybody else. Gotchis kept trying to kill me to get my get me to drop my stuff. All right, we're almost ready.
Yeah, we're almost
Hefe-
ready. Just turning off some of my animated effect and stuff here just to be a little easier to maneuver away from this thing.
Sir Linkius, I like your Christmas ornaments. I tried doing this because the bounce gate, if you have the animation active for it, is quite beautiful, right? I tried to put on a spacious like 100 bounce gates, and I couldn't confirm it. But prior to it being confirmed, it just looked so cool because they were all jumping in unison, all the gotchis.
That's beautiful.
But it's like, you can't do this. What are you doing?
I wish you would have got like a gif of that because that would have just been so. The memes would have been dank with that one.
All right. I bought one of these megalicks.
Oh shit, you might be the first one. Yeah, you might be the first one to drop this year.
I'll wait for you. There's only 2 gotchis in here. If I drop this mega now, we're gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, I'm heading in there right now.
I wonder, because it's a megalick, what is, you know what? Oh man, I gotta talk to Coder Dan. They should make one of the attacks, like the space bar in the Gotchiverse. Kind of like what we do with the what's it called, with the turkeys and the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Because I can actually use my controller. All right.
Okay, friends, are we ready?
Where are you at on this parcel?
I'm right beside you, bro. Right, like behind you.
Okay, you're
Aavegotchi
using
Pacific chapter.
Aldous Huxley.
That's Light Piglet.
Oh, okay, dope. All right, let's. Do you want me to drop it or you drop?
Yeah, I haven't actually made I haven't transferred the tokens over yet. So maybe you drop
All right,
this one. Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh shit. It's heating up. Dang, dude. This thing's hard to kill.
It's also really fast, quite aggressive. It's running on the FUD. Where'd it go? I just ran south. It's on the FOMO rather, not FUD. Come on.
Dang, dude. It's fast.
Good, get off the FOMO. We're about to run onto some art.
Oh, I got it. I got it good. That was a nice long distance shot. It can shoot diagonally too. Like it doesn't just shoot out of the sides anymore.
Oh, it's fucking me up.
Oh shit, dude, it's going right after you.
Damn, White Piglet is messing this guy up.
His shaman's like super strong.
We're not even halfway done with this thing.
I think it actually charges its health too if you leave it alone. Oh jeez.
This thing is aggressive. Why are you targeting me?
It's really just going after you, man.
I summoned you. Why are you coming for me?
It's like I must kill my summoner.
Yeah. I get Dr. Frankenstein finally. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is pretty OP. I'm going to break my mouse trying to kill this thing.
How are we going to kill like 5 of these things tomorrow?
Well, think about it like this also, like I kind of like having this in this competition because it makes it so that like guilds actually have a leg up. Like a whale's not going to be able to just drop a whole bunch of protolicks. They'll get the spending, but they're not going to be able to just stick around and beat them to get their money back, because that was a worry that, oh, you get 90% back, only 10% is burned. Like, is it really fair? It's like, but there's no way there's going to be whales sitting in the Gotchiverse trying to fight these things one-on-one. You'd have to organize, like, scholars. So this might be where the guilds get the advantage.
Yeah, no, really. This is kind of where I was saying, like, this just can't be just like a whale reimbursement competition. We need to like be more creative with this. And so like this is a great add-on.
Oh, leave me alone.
So will this lick drop all that FUD FOMO alpha once we kill it? I wonder.
Why is it running from us?
Probably a good amount. Oh, you know what? It's gone into defense mode now because we're about to kill it. So it's kind of like it's running away now. It knows. It knows what's about to happen. It's totally in like defense mode.
Yeah, I think we're going to see something close to 10% of less than what is actually in it. Come on. Oh, shit. It's going to die very soon. Oh. See, I would love to see a leaderboard for this stuff. Like, people are getting paid out rewards for rarity farming for being in the Gotchiverse and kicking ass. Like, that's what we should be aiming for.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it should be a gaming leaderboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what's going to attract gamers. There we go.
Totally. Murdered.
All right, there we go. Huh.
Let it rain. That was pretty good. Pretty good amount, actually.
Yeah, I think this visually looks a lot better than doing a super chat. Like, super chats are fun, but when you're in the heat of the moment and people are trying to kill you, I'd rather just, deploy like 5 of these and let it kind of shake out.
Yeah, 100%.
Sweet. Yeah, that was pretty powerful.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah, gonna get carpal tunnel trying to kill those things.
Dang. Scholars, viewers, if you're not watching this, like they say at Infinity Keys, there's treasure everywhere.
So tomorrow we're gonna have to spawn like 10 of these.
Oh, yeah. Man, this gets me pumped because, you know, what this reminds me of is like build your own dungeon and like build your own experience type game that we've been talking about. It's like I can't wait till we have like 10 different monsters, or we have a custom like monster builder where you can make your own protolix, like the protolic lab, and you can actually design your own protolix with their own like poisons and attacks and shit, kind of like your own drones that you can deploy out. And maybe you need to collect like specific items to make them and stuff. That would be really interesting, and it ties in with the lore too.
Yeah,
'Cause-
even just this level though, like running the Orium game night, like this game has made it much easier because you can literally just like if scholars are there, you just deploy these like enemies and they're with it. You know, they want to play and shoot down like it's actual gameplay, you know? So it's
Yeah.
just about organizing more events within the community to keep people entertained. Because you don't even need to give big prizes to keep people around as long as there's something and it's engaging and fun, then it's an easy win.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, so much Alchemica.
Picking up all this great Alchemica.
Oh, is there what's happening with tonight? We talked about Syncopator. Is there going to be a Zombie Time music hour tonight?
I'm not 100% sure, but I've been messing around with my own music stuff, and so next week, you can expect at least a short set from me at some point. But we'll see. I think Zombie Shepherd is still doing the music hour on his channel, so you just have to tune into his channel there, and he'll still be doing that.
Nice. Wow, this is a cool little parcel right in the middle of all this FOMO.
Yeah, pretty cool. So we're just about to wrap up here, friends. If you're gonna join us tomorrow, 2 p.m. UTC for the Aavegotchi Hangout. In addition to Super, I'm sure there'll be some more alpha that will be getting dropped. So you definitely want to tune in for that. And then on Sunday, we got our spicy Dow call. I think this one will be a good one. So you should tune into that as well.
Yeah. It'll be what's going to make it spicy?
Well, I just think in general, talking about the proposals that we all thought were going to pass. There was a couple of them, and including the ghost ship that didn't pass. So we're talking about the path forward there. Also talking about the Dow Foundation and making sure it's actually a legal entity, because I think that's something we should probably get cleared up. And there's always something for sure.
Yeah.
There's always something, man.
This is a fact.
Dowlands just put out a tweet from my interaction with them at Eat Denver or Dow Denver. So check that out. What's that?
The little interviews that you did, that was in the City Dow, the area that we did the stand-up shooting, right? Like,
Correct. Yeah.
Interviews? Yeah, I remember when you went up and did that. That's amazing.
I didn't think anything was going to come out of that,
Denver.
but I'm glad they actually put it together with clips and they did a nice little roll up with it. So it's good.
It's funny because even like now that content, it's been months, but it still matters. Like it still has value.
Yeah, they did a really good job with just like putting little annotations and stuff in. So it's a good kind of thread on just DAOs if you're just interested in just learning more about DAOs too. But Dowlands will be, I think they might actually be speaking on Sunday too, just talking about their proposal to the DAO. It's actually a pretty reasonable proposal for a fairly custom solution. But basically, everything about Aavegotchi DAO will be just on in one place. All your Discord forum stuff, all your snapshot stuff, all your documentation, all the bounty system, like everything. It's just gonna be in one place. So, which is like ultimately what you want. So yeah, that should be good. That's the DAO call on Sunday. And other than that, I don't have anything else, man. I think we'll have a good conversation tonight. Fake Fest